Hello there, and welcome to my channel. This is Non-Gone. We're doing another Final Fantasy VII Remake hard mode Stay Bad playthrough. So we're going to be doing all the chapters, all 18 of them, on hard mode. The first video is also a Top Secrets challenge. You get an accessory for that called the Gotterdammerung that allows you to start every battle with your limit break. We make liberal use of that during this playthrough. So that's the first video in this series is how to do that. We're all the way up to chapter 7 already. So that's good to know. We've had not too many problems. I think I've died once so far, and we've taken advantage of almost none of the mechanics of this game. So that's what Stay Bad means, by the way, if you are just tuning in now. There are a lot of elements that are really great that you can use, a lot of mechanics in this game that if you take the time to learn them can make this a lot easier. We are not taking time to learn them. We're going for persistence instead of talent. So we'll be blocking no attacks. We'll be dodging no attacks. We'll be using almost no magic. We'll barely be healing ourselves, only when we have to. Just to give you an idea of how bad this loadout is, this is our materia. For Cloud, Barret, and Tifa, you notice they all have HP up, MP up, MP up, just straight brute force. The first slot is one offensive magic. On Cloud and Barret, it's attached to an elemental. That allows that, that magic is determined by what the majority of the enemies are weak to in the chapter or the boss. In this case, it's going to be lightning. I don't know that that's the smartest. We probably should... The boss is weak to lightning. The rest of the enemies are human who are weak to fire. Maybe it would make more sense to start with fire and change it. I'm not going to do that. You'll see why. We're not in trouble. Everybody's got the ability to cure and revive everyone, and then first strike when we can. We even, instead of getting cute and using additional materia, I've left the additional slots blank. So everybody's got basically like the same 9 materia, and that's it. The only difference is Tifa is our healer. We don't have 3 first strike materias, so we're just using 2. She has Magnify attached to healing that allows her to cast Cure or Regen on the whole party at once with only 1 use of MP. So that's pretty much it. As for weapons, we use the weapons with the hardest attack stat, the highest physical attack stat, and then anything that's got decent stats and 3 or 4 materia slots for your armor. Like I said, the Gotterdammerung is always going to be on Cloud, and then we went with Champion Belt for Tifa and Barret. It's a pretty non-creative choice. It just gives you a little more attack and a little more defense. So I don't even know what magic is. I just hit things until they fall down. And with this strategy, you can too. So let's go ahead and get started. Our basic attack strategy as we're walking through here is just going to be... sorry, I got a little distracted there. So our basic attack strategy is going to be start with your limit break, cross slash. That's level 1 limit break for Cloud. It attacks multiple enemies instead of his level 2, which just attacks 1. And then follow up with a triple slash, same philosophy, attacks multiple enemies. If that doesn't end the battle, switch to Barret, hit triangle. That'll be overcharge. If that doesn't end it, then use Maximum Fury, and that probably should do it until we fight this thing at the end of the chapter. But pretty much anything else, there's not a whole lot to worry about. There's a couple of tough dudes towards the end that are like elite soldiers, and they can give you a little trouble, mostly because we're staying bad. We're playing dumb, and we've got lightning equipped instead of fire. Make a lot more sense to use like some fire spells on them, but we're not trying to get good, so... I'm going to continue to stay bad. If you want to get better than me, then by all means go for it. But this strategy will work even if you play terrible. So that's what a stay bad playthrough is. That's what we're doing. That's what I like, and that's what I'm good at. So bear with me. It's live commentary. I'm sure you don't want to hear me talk all the way through this as we're walking. But basically, you saw the limit break just shredded everybody. The other 3 attacks will do whatever, should kill whatever's left. You'll have very little trouble keeping your health up. If you need MP, these boxes have MP shards in them. The locations of the shards are always in the same place. So if you need MP by then, don't know why you would. We've only fought 1 battle, but there's one right there. So that's about all I got to say. We're gonna hack our way through this chapter, and when I think of something good, then I'll chime back in and let you know. Otherwise, stay bad, people.
You would say that.
Well, what we got here? Turrets up top. I can deal with those. You got this.
All set. There.
My turn. Don't overdo it. Oh, damn. Got it? Choke on it, asshole! You're up.
I got it. It's on you.
Hang back. Keep it together. Need my help, do you? Was never in doubt.
So, it was like this last time?
A little more chaotic. Ain't that right? Yeah. We get out the same way we got in. Let's double back.
Huh?
What the? Where you going? Weird. Don't overdo it. Guess it's my turn.
Attention, all security forces.
Shut the hell. Yeah.
Subdue the insurgents
No,
and
no,
bring
no.
them to the
Listen,
command
let's
center
take that.
immediately.
Okay.
I repeat,
I'm sold.
subdue the insurgents and bring them to the command center right now. Attention, all security forces. Subdue the insurgents and bring them to the command center immediately. I repeat.
I'll end this. Any last words?
Okay, so I'm going to jump back in here. I wanted to make a couple of points, and one of them's good for this battle. If you noticed, I highlighted the number of enemies that this started at, which was 6. We used our 1 limit break, and that took it immediately down to 2 enemies. And of course, Triple Slash took care of the rest of that. So that's why this is so powerful of an accessory, as long as they're together like that. It's really, I mean, we haven't had to heal. I don't believe in any danger. So that's just kind of a good demonstration of what that is. This is the cute little mini game mechanic for this chapter. With the components, we get an opportunity to remove components from the Airbuster. This will affect
Find it?
how the Airbuster's ability to kill you at the end when you fight him. We're basically sabotaging it. So this one you have no choice. You're just gonna put it in, and this like the tutorial. I think it's an M unit. There's 3 types of components, which is a M unit, a big bomb, and a guidance module, I think. And you'll have choices. You'll get like 3 monitors with 2 key cards, that kind of thing. I always prioritize the other 2 and leave the M unit as my lowest priority. I'm not sure what it does. I know one is like it's the power, it's super is the big bomb. So if you disable a bunch of those, then it makes that weaker. The other one makes it less mobile. So you got that going for you. Also, watch in the hallways. There's a couple of key cards that are in the hall on the ways up to these rooms. But we're just going to basically fight our way up here to the end, and then we'll do the great push the button at the same time mini game from the original, which I love that they found a way to leave it in here and also make it as much of a pain in the butt. So, but I'll talk about that when we get there. It won't be that long. Just kind of keep your eyes peeled for when I pick up cards and choose, whatever one you think works best just to disable as you go. Like I said, I use the M units last. I think that might just be like a random item that you get, like an elixir or a mega potion or whatever. We don't need items. We're not picking up anything. I'm not even going to pick up the loot from this little mini game. If you played through the first time, you probably know how to do it, like how to get into that treasure room and all that stuff. But we're not doing that this time. We don't need it. We don't need items. We can't even use them anyway on this playthrough, and I do not intend to play it again. So anyway, I'll pick it back up here in a few minutes when we get closer to the end, and we'll go from there.
Airbuster delivers priority. You're on your own.
Then we'll deal with you ourselves.
Looks like there's 2 consoles this time.
Double the sabotage.
If we can find the key cards.
Any cards?
Just the one.
2 choices. It's up to you, Cloud. What does an AI programming course?
Increases processing power dedicated to motor function
Oh, real quick?
Programming course.
Heidegger's not gonna like that. So where did we set?
to a storeroom.
That's so.
Maybe.
I say we grab it.
Get them.
Okay. Listen up. Everything's those greedy bastards.
Barret.
The people.
1,000 Gil says they cut this out.
Surprise, Rounders!
We're all out.
Now the fun starts!
Keep it together.
Hope you don't mind if I fill you with a hole. Please. Suck on this. Give it all you got.
On copy. B6 will hold the line.
Keep it together.
See ya! Got a whole heap of piece of cake.
Find any cards?
Only one.
Take your pick. AI programming core.
Programming core flat.
That should slow them down some.
Feel like scrapping some BB? Hurry up and decide what you want to get rid of. It...
Big bomber shell flat.
Heidegger's got no idea who he's messing with. I tell you what,
You don't?
we're about to make times.
Oh no. It
Come on, don't.
I don't dance.
B5, this is engineering. You need to pick up the pace.
You're out of luck.
Bunch of pushovers. Come on, y'all. Let's see what kind of mischief they were getting up to.
Four consoles. And never enough keycards.
Big bomber shells.
Big bomber shell flag for
Serves you all right.
think we've done enough to weaken the robot?
All that we can, at least.
It's all good. The stage is set. All that's left is to hijack Heidegger's show.
An AI programming core.
programming core flag.
Yeah, that'll do.
We're coming up on the edge.
We should be good.
The moment Big...
Right.
Now you're in for it. You're as good as dead. time to celebrate.
Sure there is. Can't say we didn't prepare. Now we just gotta get it done.
Hey guys. Looks like a performance is reduced.
For real though, we could blow.
Veto.
Huh? No way up.
No way we're getting back up that pipe.
Keep looking. Now you're in for it. Deal with that.
Hope you don't mind talking. Give 'em hell.
My turn.
Clear the way for it.
Real subtle invitation.
We were gonna bring it back anyway.
No more playing nice. Keep it together.
About damn time. Get your ass out of here. Let's move, move, move.
Not so fast.
Big boy's going to an execution, all right. We're gonna put him out of his misery while the whole damn city watches.
We give it our all and we'll win.
What? Open it all.
It's locked down.
Is there any way we can get it?
Yeah, from that.
Why does everything have to be so damn complicated?
You know, the faulty equipment.
Do you think we'll find the components we can repair?
Okay, so we're getting to this push the thing at the same time mini game, which I figured I'd break in. The boss for this level's right after this room. So I don't know. I thought it was a cute fan service to the original. I don't know if you all have played the original, but there is a spot where you have to like you know, push the button at the same time as Tifa and Barret in the original. This is basically the same thing. It is also suitably broken, just like it was the first time around. So I appreciate that. Way to throw it in there. I guess I better stop and listen. And I actually know you want to kind of push it at the last possible minute, and that'll open it up. If you follow her, 3, 2, 1, go, you will lose. You want to be about a half a beat late on that. Also, there's a treasure room in here that we're looking at right there. I'm not going to hit the thing, but that's the vault. That's where all those parts that you've been peeling off of Airbuster will be deposited in there, and you can pick it up. There's also a Materia in there. I don't remember what it is, but if you've played this before, you've already been in that room. Basically, you just come over here and do it like 3 more times in a row, that same mini game. Again, we're not trying to get good. We already got all the secrets by this point, so we're just going to head on through here. There is a bench right here. Airbuster's not an easy boss necessarily, so you definitely want to go in with as much health as you can. Hopefully I can beat him without getting killed. I don't think he's ever killed me, but then again, neither has Roche until I get on the thing here. You know, first, of course, I get on the microphone and die my first time out, so that's it. So anyway, we're going into the boss here. And as always with any boss battle, we are going to immediately put regen on all of our team and keep that on at all times. We're going to... This one's a little different. It's more like the Scorpion Sentinel from Chapter 1. Airbuster will not always be reachable by every character, so whenever that happens, we just switch to Barret and hold down square until, you know... until we can use Maximum Fury, and that tends to be pretty good. But while he's here, we'll go ahead and use up Cloud's ATB, and then, as always, switch to Barret, hit our triangle, hit Maximum Fury, and then we'll switch to Tifa, who, by the way, I barely use her in hard mode. I use her primarily as my healer, but she is probably the best damage dealer in the game. So I don't know if that's something you want to mess with. It probably would pay to get good, and you know that would probably behoove you. But we're not trying to do that here. As long as you play better than me, which should be pretty easy, then you will be victorious. So I don't know what Airbuster's doing right now. I know it's a timed battle as well. I've never had a problem with the timing. You see Tifa's got... She's like great at staggering everybody too. Her focus strikes and her triangle attacks do a great job. I don't really pay much attention to that kind of thing at the moment, but it's probably smart too. Like if I did a focus strike right here, that would probably add quite a bit to Airbuster's stagger gauge, which might get me to stagger him quicker than I normally would. You see it's getting right there. He's about to go in. And there's some other stuff with pressuring and staggering with this guy. Like if you make him angry, then it's bad news for you. I don't really know anything about that. Again, I just go Star Shower and don't think I can get an Infinity's End here, so I'm going to use a Braver. Yeah, Infinity's End takes forever. The animation is just crazy long, so... If you don't think you can get one in while the stagger's still going, then don't. We're doing pretty good. Almost got out of there. But you see, even with taking all that damage, with Revive, we're still like over 6,000 on everybody, so we're still doing all right. Cloud, because of that Gotterdammerung, has almost a whole nother limit break charged already. We're going to go ahead and summon Chocobo and Moogle. I don't know why I did this. That was probably the dumbest thing I could have summoned. But, you know, I'm not very good at this. So I guess we're just going to go with what we got. So, anyway, we're just going to let the Chocobo stand over there and do nothing for about an hour. And And I don't know, maybe that'll help. It's in some respects. I don't really know. I do know cross slash does damage, so let's go ahead and shred that. Oh, uh-oh, Barret's looking kind of bad here. So this is usually the time that I use a Kiraga from not Tifa, because everyone else has still got pretty good health. So, all right, so Airbuster is now into the next phase where he gets up and starts flying around. And I think Barret's the only one that can reach him for a moment. But Barret can do pretty good damage against him with the lightning on his weapon, so it's not the end of the world.
Watch and learn. Just make sure you got my back, all right?
You see I'm doing a great job of dodging everything. Again, I generally play this real bad. And we're going to go ahead and Maximum Fury, and he'll do that when he gets up. And then Tifa's going to go ahead and cure. Again, this is the last battle of the chapter, so you could use up all of your MP. So don't feel shy about using healing or whatever you need to do while you're here. Again, so Barret's got his overcharge, so we'll hit that. That's that little blue thing that's moving left to right over the part that says charge by the triangle attack. And we'll just continue to hit Maximum Fury when he gets his 2 bars. And his limit break's actually going to come up, and this is a great time for it. Chocobo and Moogle, I guess they're doing something. You know, it's a really cool animation. It did like 4,600 damage, so I mean, I guess that was probably a good choice on my part. Some straight up buffoonery there. I'll take it. Yep, Barret's getting killed again. Not a problem. We're going to use Fire in the Hole, and while we're doing that, we'll go ahead and cure him again. This is kind of the essence of Stay Bad. I don't know how to block all these attacks. I just know how to heal myself when my HP gets down. So you see Airbuster is already down to like the A in Airbuster, so he's only got about a third of his health left. And we haven't really done anything special, so... You see he's moving over, and this is when you can start shredding him with other stuff from your non-person. I'm even going to try for an Infinity's End here. It worked. So you can use Infinity's End there, I guess. Again, you see how long it takes to wind up. A lot of enemies are a little more mobile than that. So you don't always want to use it because they'll usually just walk out of the way. And all that damage you would have done is completely wasted. If you really see somebody that's not very mobile, then that's a good indicator that Infinity's End is for you. And it looks like he's moving away again, which is a bummer because Cloud just got another limit break, which we will be using as soon as he comes back into range. But that's okay. Barret's doing a pretty decent job with his Maximum Fury and his charged attack whenever it comes. By the way, if he doesn't have a full charged attack and you hit triangle, he will not attack, but he... Oh, wait, hold on. We got to use Cloud's limit break here while he's close. He will not attack. He'll just do this little thing with his right arm where he's like cocking his gun arm, and that will increase the charge rate. So if you really want to use overcharge faster than it's letting you, then you can. I think we're just going to go Maximum Fury, and I'm going to switch to Cloud and try for an Infinity's End, but he's on Slivers, so there you go. That's it. Airbuster is down. That was the boss of Chapter 7, and we're going to have... I think we got to get out of here still. No, we don't. That was Chapter 7. We're just getting a cutscene, and... we'll be in Chapter 8 here in a little bit. So while the loading screen is going, I want to thank you again for watching. This has been really great. I've always wanted to do YouTube videos. I'm now on my, 8th one? I've got about a dozen subscribers. So, you know, all those of you that are checking out my stuff, I appreciate it. Leave me a comment in the comment section anywhere about what I could do better or what you'd like to see. I love doing Stay Bad videos. I like doing speed platinums as well, which I will do shortly. And until then, I'll see you in the next chapter. So stay bad, people. Non-gone is gone.